It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Shamrocks, field-stretching tight end. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Shamrocks and the Steamers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and the world-renowned city of Louisville, Kentucky. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here between the Dublin Shamrocks taking on the Steamers of Louisville. Hi again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, joining you as always. And Charles, you check out this Louisville team. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dubliners, they too were losing. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And they're off here in Louisville. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
On 1st and 10, Colbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's second down and a yard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. But you look at this defense, and they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll run on first down. It's Watkins, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And out of bounds right around the 20.
A gain of 7. And the Dublin first down.
On first down, Colbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll run again. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Cameron. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Colbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Just 2nd and 10.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Again at 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Colbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Felts. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felts. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31. So 3rd and inches. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Up the middle they go. It's Watkins. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Dublin, first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Shamrocks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
21-0 our score after 1.
Steamers nothing.
Second quarter now, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Hands it off out of the gun, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Cameron. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points. And touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start. Awesome.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Cameron. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Holding. Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Throwing to start the drive. Colbert throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Throwing on 1st down. Colbert. And he's got Booker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start. Offense.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Colbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here is 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Cameron. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because This group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins, and he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called, they are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominate.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Cameron. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cameron. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Cameron. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught to Charles. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Throwing to start the drive. Colbert. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give them 32 on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Colbert. Here's Booker on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Again, 11 on the play. 1st down, Dublin.
A final shot before break. Colbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Cameron. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes. They can take the play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will be taken at the 13. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Colbert. That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Colbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
On 2nd down now, it's Watkins.
And now we've got a player shaken up, and it appears to be Rosen, who is in some distress. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 3rd and 19.
Operating from the gun, Colbert. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they'll send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Cameron. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Back to throw. Colbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On first down, Colbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Watkins. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Shamrocks.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, Phelps. And he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recover, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Watkins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Colbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Holding, offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Looking to throw. Cameron. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
13 yards. 1st down, Shamrocks.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, it's Watkins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Cameron.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. they don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
Let's see how they respond now.
From the 41, here's second down and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Watkins, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. It's Watkins.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action. Colbert. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Cameron. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Colbert. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Louisville offense back out now.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Cameron. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it's 3rd down.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Ball start. Offense.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
On 3rd down, it's Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Down inside the 20. Wow, 204 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Watkins, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now, Felts, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some room to work. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watkins, and he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it. We're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Dublin,
they get back to 500 at 8-8 with 1 game remaining.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.